So I want to share some news with you that you may not know, but what I want to share with you is that CMS has released their final ruling many, many months ago. A lot of agents didn't take it seriously. This absolutely matters. Please pay attention because agents will be, mark my words, terminated. Terminated. Agents will be terminated by not taking this seriously. And what took place with CMS with the final ruling is they now require, as of 10/1, that's now, they require you as an insurance agent to push the record button when you're involving yourself in anything that is in the chain of enrollment. That is inbound, outbound, it doesn't matter. If you're trying to sell Medicare Advantage, Part D, you need to be insanely deliberate in understanding that you are required to record all calls with Medicare Advantage and Part D beneficiaries, everything in the enrollment chain. This is a big deal. And some agents' careers will be absolutely destroyed because they didn't take this seriously. It's not worth it to get your career terminated, your appointments terminated, because you didn't take CMS seriously. CMS is not joking around. And I get it for those of you, the viewers watching. This isn't because of the independent agents messing this stuff up. This is like the bully at the school doing something stupid, and all the good students are getting punished, in my opinion. This is great agents now having to push the record button because some of these major call centers, the ones on TV, etc., in my opinion, have some bad actors that did some stuff on TV, and now here the tale is. But let me tell you, it doesn't matter. CMS ain't playing. If you don't record and push the little record button, you will have major problems on your hands. Major Medicare Advantage carriers have already released information that says if you do not record all calls with Medicare Advantage beneficiaries and Part D, we will terminate you. Terminate you. So I'm telling you, they're ready. These carriers, they want the business, but they got no problem making you a casualty of CMS in their ruling. You will record all calls, and if you don't like it, I would implore you, get out right now. If you're not prepared to record all calls with all Medicare Advantage beneficiaries and retain them HIPAA compliantly for the next 10 years. And if you don't have these resources, please reach out on my website, jasonfinalexpense.com. I'll get you resources so that you can compliantly record all calls. And oh, by the way, that includes your personal cell phone. That includes Zoom calls. That includes, Miss Mary, Miss Martha calling you on your personal cell phone, your Medicare Advantage clientele calling you and says, hey, Jason, I got a question about my Medicare Advantage that you sold me. Can you walk me through this? That has to be recorded. Has to be. It's not an option here. This is something that you have to get your mind around because you've never had to do this in your career. People will have their heads cut off in this industry and made an example of because they didn't record calls. This is something that you must take seriously if you want to stay in this space. I'm just trying to warn you right now. Is Zoom calls, personal cell phone calls, inbound, outbound, it doesn't matter. Now, if you're in a home, that doesn't have to be recorded in the home. But if you have an inbound call to you, if you have a Zoom call, you must record it and know that if you're in a two-party consent state, understand, please, what a two-party consent looks like. It means that Mary has to say, yes, it's okay to record my call. And you've got to make her aware of it and get her acceptance, her acknowledgement. Miss Marlene, do you understand that this call is being recorded for quality and training purposes? Do you consent to the recording of this call? If she doesn't say, yes, I consent, you're in violation of that and you must hang up. You're done. You can't even continue with that phone call. Isn't that crazy? So in a two-party consent state, please understand how two-party consent states work because you have to get off that phone call and you cannot illegally either record Miss Mary or Miss Marlene's phone call. It's a violation as well. You violated other things that you don't want to get your hand stuck with. You want to be helping these great people. I know it's not your fault. The couple bullies out there just created a black eye for you, but you got to be dealing with it and you got to be ready. So please take this seriously because CMS is not going to play. They're going to make you an example. Unfortunately, guarantee these carriers are going to play with agents. These big places will probably get away with some things like they have forever, but it is what it is. So please be ready. And if you're considering getting out of Medicare Advantage sales, getting into final expense sales where it's safer, please look at us at jasonfinalexpense.com. I do train, partner, and recruit with agents across this nation in my national agency to sell life, Medicare, and yes, annuities face-to-face, but more importantly, in the telespace. So if you're faced with, oh no, I'm not ready to record all my calls, please reach out. I'll help you. If you need a strategic alliance so that you can continue in this business and maybe sell a safer product that doesn't put you into a bad place when you're not ready to record all calls and archive them for 10 years, you may want to look at selling final expense or another product offering for a little bit, because there will be casualties of this CMS ruling. This is nothing to play with. Don't put your career on the line because you didn't take one stupid thing seriously. And it's not stupid when CMS says you will record all calls. This is something that's going to take out agents. Mark my words, agents will be terminated. Careers will be lost because they didn't push the little record button. And there's no way to come back from that. So be careful for those of you that sell Medicare Advantage out there. Do the good work. Partner with a good agency like mine that has contract trainers that are already ready to handle the new complicated mess of the Medicare CMS final ruling that requires you to record all, and I mean all, phone calls with Medicare beneficiaries when you're in that chain of enrollment. And the face-to-face cats, you are excluded when you're in the home. But when you're trying to help those folks in the home and they call you back later and ask you questions, you better be ready to record that call, because if not, you could be placing yourselves in harm's way. Hope this helps you. Sorry, it's like a negative Jason event here, trying to share this news with you, but this stuff matters, trying to keep you safe. Medicare is definitely a little bit of a mess right now in Medicare Advantage sales for those that aren't prepared. For those that are prepared, it's powerful, powerful. We're here to protect the greatest generation on the planet, but we know how to push a little record button and HIPAA compliantly take care of that for the next 10 years. That'll keep us in the business, keep you out of harm's way as well. Hope this helps. We'll see you soon. And if I can do anything for you, reach out at jasonfinalexpense.com. Thanks so much, you guys.